help forum trolls. Some of you are hip to this, and I'm just going to inform you on it. Trolls occupy every aspect of human interaction on the internet that isn't controlled and governed and restricted and policed by someone with an iron-fisted attitude towards idiots. I used to be an admin. All trolls were banned. Bans were handed out liberally for the purpose of getting rid of people who are non-productive asshats. It's not entertaining. Somebody comes to you for an answer because they have a real question and they need an answer to it, and you waste their time by doing what we now call the Microsoft response. This is the joke. Two people are in a helicopter. They don't know where they are over a city, and it's in, I forgot the name of the city that's famous for having Microsoft Corporation in it. You get the idea. Most of you already heard this joke. Anyway, they see somebody sitting in a top floor of a big business building. I fly over to it and turn on the PA speaker and ask the guy in the window, "Where are we?" And he says, "You're in a helicopter." And the pilot says, "Oh, okay, we can leave now." The other guy's like, "What do you mean?" "Oh, well, it was a completely useless answer, but it was technically correct, so he got a couple of points." It had to be Microsoft Corporation. Because technically, if you give someone a correct answer, even if it is worthless to them, you couldn't be told you had violated terms of service. How many of you looked up the YouTube Heroes video and saw at one time that it said you can flag unwanted content? It's called outsourcing for free. Basically, you find a bunch of people who are willing to volunteer to do something other people would demand money for. There are only two types of people who do that. Very good people and very bad people. And there is no way to filter them unless you actively filter them. Which, of course, you'd have to outsource, which means, of course, the trolls would take over the outsourcing for policing the outsourcing. The lunatics run the asylum. So here we go. Help forum top contributors. That just means that they somehow got a lot of top votes, or they just upvoted their own answers with bots or extra accounts, or they were the only one who answered, or they went ahead and flagged every other answer that contradicted them so they could get points in the help forums. You may have noticed that the YouTube Heroes function still has that. YouTube channel, The Lady from Uncle, how you doing? Yeah. Hi. Yeah, you're still a jerk. Yeah, you're going to flag my video or get mad at me. Anyway, we're going to use a simple example here. There's an expression used in the computer industry and in many technical fields. There is no technical reason for insert answer. Because there isn't. You can do anything with a computer in a computer system. There is absolutely no reason whatsoever, technically, to do anything a certain way and not let people change it. It has no effect on the system. You could have YouTube use Flash and HTML5 player as options. YouTube taking away the option doesn't make any damn sense. It really doesn't. There is no computationally or not even a financial reason to do this. It is being done almost exclusively, it seems, for a lot of us, specifically to be a very slightly passive-aggressive form of ordinary sadism. Obviously, some people can't run HTML5 player and some people can't run Flash player. So instead of just making it to where the maximum number of people can use your website so you can sell your advertising, you deliberately screw with one population or another for the pure joy of watching them complain. It's not a mistake. There is no technical reason to do that. It does not make anything run better for Google as a corporation. So we're going to get to our example for the day. And it'll be in the title of the video. And I'll have a link that says jump to the 4-minute and 20-second mark or whatever this is. Displaying the full name in Gmail or any email client versus the name they picked versus just showing the email address. Email addresses are unique, names are not. See also Google Plus and the blunder of letting people make lots and lots of copycat accounts. Google, you idiots. See also the fact that they still use 2-digit years, which is an ambiguous and stupid thing to do. A 4-digit year is non-ambiguous. It's only 2 extra damn bytes on the screen. It doesn't take up that much real estate, and we should have the option of enabling it and them not being able to accidentally put it back the way they want it to try to shove it down our throats. See also every other behavior from every other website. Okay, how do you fix this problem? You don't. Now, I'm going to repeat some of the snide, snotty, obnoxious, obviously wrong, knowingly wrong statements people make on this subject. Again, Gmail, just like all other email services, displays the sender's information the way he or she specified it in his or her own settings. That is technically, again, Microsoft joke, technically that's correct. You can tell your email client or website to always display a certain thing when you send an email because you might want it to be your name instead of the email address. That does not change whether or not we are required to see it that way because, as everybody points out in the forums and gets their comment deleted or banned, those same sites that let you do an email also let you see just the email address and not see the person's name, or see both. Because obviously it's a stupid thing not to enable that because lots of people have the same name and lots of people impersonate things. For instance, the default behavior for some god-awful, oh my god, who was the idiot that green-lighted this reason, in Gmail, if you send an email to yourself, it says me. Do you know how many accounts identify themselves with the special word me? Did you know that it may be a banned word? Instead of just showing you that it came from your own email address, they make it trivial for someone to fake your own email address by not showing it at all. Yeah, there's no technical reason for doing this. Obviously, everyone hates having this limitation. And no, it is not the standard at other email services, whether web-based or through email systems, to do this. It's an option. You don't have to do it. Google also doesn't have to make everything a conversation-based thing. And you'll also get the next behavior, where in the Google Help forums, they tell you to do something that has no effect on it, and they know damn good and well it doesn't, because they're wasting your time. This is trolling behavior. And then their friends show up and upvote the responses because it's a game. Because long ago, before the YouTube Hero thing came along, Google users have been treating this like a game to play. And they're not playing it for any other reason other than to have bullying behavior. Because if you get enough points, you get to become a bully. That's what they call an admin, really. You get to be a bully. You get to go through and move a request for help somewhere where it can't be found, or redirect it to something unrelated humorously. This was done to me when I was actually asking for real help. And the lady from Uncle is the one who did it, because the lady from Uncle channel is the one who did it. That's it. Guilty. 100% can't debunk it. You want to comment below? Yeah, this is from last year, but I'm being a dick right now about it. That admin, that top contributor, that ordinary user like you and me that worked his or her way to the top of the troll pile, has admin access or knows somebody who can say, yeah, I want you to move this over to screw with this person. He's whining because he doesn't know how to play the game right. See also 4chan admins. Yeah, I was going to tie this with some other videos. Next response. What shows up in the senders column in your message list is entirely up to the sender of the message and what they choose to show in their outgoing mail. No, it isn't. You can ignore that and have the system always show the email address. You just lied. This is to a different person, obviously. It's not something you can control. That's a bald-faced lie. Obviously you can, and most people coming to the forums are a little more hip to that. The person saying that knows that the next response is, you're wrong. The reason for these comments being posted like this is because the person knows they're saying something that isn't true, but they also know it sounds like a person saying something that's true sometimes. It only has to be partially not a lie. The point is to infuriate a person and harass them, but get away with it by playing innocent or playing a victim. If they wanted info to appear on their outgoing mail, then info is what you will see. That's not true at all. Again, everybody I know, if you're over 40, has had an email program that wouldn't even let you see the person's preferred name at all. It would always show their email address, then their name, because that's actually kind of intelligent. I mean, there's lots of people named Bob. When Gmail then abbreviates senders' names as more participants enter a conversation, you still have no control of how the abbreviation is done. If you can't wait a half second or so it takes for a lower card to pop up when checking the abbreviated sender's name, then turn off conversations view. Again, that has nothing to do with it, and it doesn't fix it. The person who did this was also the person who says, again, Gmail, just like all other email services. No. Now, why am I bringing this up? There is always max amount of space for Gmail to display the whole name of the sender has chosen to put up on their outgoing mail. That's the default, everywhere. And then the person, all they have to do is just post this cut and paste statement, or the other one like, all email services do this, and then walk away. It will infuriate a person because you're ignoring their question, you're not answering them, and you're not saying something that's true, and you're saying something that is absolutely the polar opposite of reality. Cue all the nasty comments below. Hey, lady from Uncle, how you doing? Do you want me to do a series on you? And all other top contributors that are really just trolls, and in some cases, stalkers. Or in one specific case that I'm not being specific about, a dominatrix living in Germany, screwing with people over the internet in the help forums. That's not creepy at all. And when this person gets outed about it, just ignores it. Because ignoring somebody proving something about you may or may not work, but doing that behavior of ignoring them is a form of dominant behavior. There's a book out there, if you want to look it up, I don't recommend Googling it, I don't recommend looking it up, on how to be a dominatrix, how to be a dom versus a submissive. And it's about mind and emotional control and manipulation. Then I want you to think about all the things you see people do on YouTube channels that are designed to be plausibly deniable, passive-aggressive, dominant and submissive S&M style behavior. Think about any friendships or relationships you've had where people have pulled this crap. Now let's review the first response that I love responding to. Displaying the full sender's email address in Gmail, and I'm going to put in the title, you're not allowed to do that because Google doesn't want you to. And it's arbitrary. It has nothing to do with anything. It is just done because it has the least defensible position. Taking away a feature people obviously are asking for over 5 years. Originally Gmail had it. Yeah, you originally could do that. And the response of the day. Again, as I've repeatedly said, because I know this is completely wrong, Gmail, just like all other email services, displays whatever the sender wants them to, not the email address. You fool. Stop stalking me by telling me I'm wrong. See also Anita Sarkeesian feigning being harassed or having death threats, and hundreds of other people during Gamergate getting the same treatment. Or claiming they were. One girl talking about burner phones. This is another in our series of the mentality of the people out there that make another in our series on why we can't have nice things. Trying to go through the Google help forums or any help forum and dealing with these people. When I had control over the situation, they were put on what is now called soft mute or ghost banning, where they'd post an answer and they'd get to see it. No matter if they logged out or logged in, it would make it to where they could see their own answer. But no one else could, so nobody had to deal with their bullcrap. They were just permanently banned. And when they asked, why am I being banned? The response I give them is, because you're being a sadistic troll and I'm not letting you ever do it. And I also tell them, oh, by the way, I set the system up to check out how many other accounts you have, and they're also banned as well. Have fun creating another 50 accounts. This isn't my first rodeo. And I'm the clown. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.